Hi, my name is Luisa Georgi, and this is all about my experience observing a real classroom. During the semester, I have been observing a real classroom in one of the best bilingual schools in Bogota. It is located in the North Zone and it is a mixed school. I have been observing the second B classroom each Friday per 16 weeks. Doing this observation have been a good experience considering my active role in each class. I share time with teachers, students, some parents, and people who work in different tasks. Not only English classes, but others of science, music, math, PE, even Spanish are part of my routine there. So it is amazing for me, but at the beginning, I was completely impressed by the students' performance in English. Considering they are kids between 6 and 7 years old, and their main teacher, who is also the English teacher, is native from USA and he has a basic level of Spanish, the students have a good level of English. Although sometimes they cannot express the totality of their ideas on their foreign language for lack of vocabulary or grammatical structures, they understand almost each word that teacher says. This situation makes me think in the critical period and the learning of a foreign language in children. So my question is how critical period helps children to learn a second language even when they didn't have a complete exposition to the language. The learning of two or more languages has become the ABC of the new generations. The children's stage, by its flexibility, is outlined as the most advisable to start the learning of foreign languages. This knowledge allows the development of appreciation of the culture and of the people who speak or interact, as well as favors the development of intelligence and new skills. In this sense, he also proposes the organization of the curriculum by topics, based on principles of teaching proposed by Piaget and Vygotsky, that is to start with a topic that is relevant and interesting to the children, so that they become involved in investigative tasks based on their linguistic level. Early learning allows a longer maturation time of all the linguistic and cognitive skills that children learn. In this case, the role of the teacher is to generate new learning from the fields of knowledge that children already master, from their socio-cultural experiences and the acquisition of learning strategies in their own mother tongue, which will help the development of skills in target language. According to Marquez, new learning is built on previous learning and requires certain habits and the use of certain techniques of study. Lopez Tejas in 1999 suggests promoting the subconscious acquisition of the language through communicative situations similar to those of natural context and where languages is used in informal cases through the negotiation of meaning that will gradually give way than others focus on the formal structure of language. Taking advantage of the influence of the communal, family, and natural environment of the students, as well as the experiences as they live daily, contributes to the introduction of linguistic contents through social interaction in the classroom, not only between students and teachers. Taking into account the cognitive staff, many experts stress that a children's brain is very plastic. In the children's brains, connections are forming between the neurons, and the stimulation that is given at this time will contribute to the formation or not of this connection. On the other hand, Arcia Chavez recognized that the child achieves pronunciation faster and with patterns much closer to those of the natives of the target language. Paul Thompson proposed that the sounds and accent of the other languages should be taught in an early age, even if these children are not exposed to complete instruction in the foreign language under study. According to Painful, Roberts, and Lamendela, there is plasticity and flexibility in the brain that in the first 8 or 9 years of life, which facilitate the children's assimilation of new codes. There are also advantages of phonological type that allow you to hear and produce sounds perfectly, a quality that begins to lose after 11 or 12 years old. Also, Paul Thompson proposed that the sounds and accent of their languages should be taught at an early age. Finally, Herlock recommends the presence of several fundamental aspects for the good learning of a new language. First, a good model to imitate, so children should be correctly pronounced words. Second, opportunity for practice. This encourages motivation to learn to speak another languages. Third, motivation, recognize the effort on learning with awards. And orientation, finally, correct errors that are made in pronunciation or writing. As a conclusion, the constant exposition that students have in the school with English helps to learn faster and a little bit unconsciousness the new language. The role of the main native teacher with a real English and the use of student previous learning and context is making a meaningful process for them. Class management, interesting topics, games, and didactics help a lot in the process of getting accustomed with the new language and use it for real situations inside and outside the classroom. I hope learning a lot this semester being a teacher assistant, not